right. Well, welcome to my amazing overview of the Hummed Sound Therapy app. So I'm excited to show you guys this and give you sort of an idea of my process and how I make these. So every one of these songs that are in here start with research. So, and I'm going to be straight up with you. Like, the research out there is really good in some tones, in some hertz, in some frequencies, but in others, there's not as good a research. So that's just the reality of it. But as you can see here, this is the app when you open it, and we used a lot of sort of anime style characters to sort of portray, the what the category is for whatever song you're doing, and each song has its own little art too. So we tried to make it beautiful, but really the goal of this app is therapeutic benefit. So that's really everything that I've been focusing on with it, and it's pretty straightforward. Now, I made it very inexpensive to purchase monthly, and you can also use it for free. So there are limitations on how many tracks you'll get. But I'm just going to walk you through some of the really cool things that we've set up on this right now. So let me just show you this first. So this is the ADHD protocol. And what you'll see here is you're going to see a focus protocol and you're going to see a deep focus protocol. Now, the thing to realize about the differences between these different tracks, and every one of them have it, especially the first ones I was making, I used the direct research and then just did basically what they were doing in the research, where you just used very specific tones. They're a little boring. You're going to have the beats on both sides. But that's just the reality of it. And it's been well filtered, so you keep those frequencies right where they need to be. So that's the beauty of these songs, is you get these sort of pure tone ones that are going to have more therapeutic benefit. But that's not for everyone. Not everyone is going to want to listen to tones going between the ears. So there are different kinds of tones and frequencies that we used. We use some of these like lower hertz frequencies, like 40 hertz, because there's quite a bit of good research for that regarding vibroacoustic benefits. And so I was very excited about that. And so we use binaural beats, which require headphones. So the way binaural beats work, I'll just mention this. You have usually a carrier wave of some particular hertz. Let's say that wave is, we call it a carrier, but let's say that wave is 200 hertz, right? And then you're going to have in the other ear 208. And so the difference between those two ears creates an 8 hertz difference. And so that's the way a binaural beat works, is it's going to have that little difference between it, and you're going to pick up the difference in those frequencies, theoretically. And there is some research to support certain ones in terms of benefits that people get. So that's the binaural beat. The isochronic tone, that is actually, you don't need headphones for isochronic tones. Isochronic tones are actually pulsing at the frequency that you set it at. So if, let's say it's 8 hertz, it's going to pulse at that 8 hertz. And so that's basically the gist of what we did. We used 40 hertz, we used isochronic tones, we used binaural beats. But we also have some other really interesting, unique things in there, like white noise options. There's studies on some benefits for tinnitus. If people do it really consistently, it'll help diminish the level of tinnitus that people hear internally. So it makes it more tolerable. So there's some really cool stuff here. We've put together a lot. I do the music production in these. So basically, I'm building these out in Ableton Live 12, and I use a lot of different approaches. Mostly I'll use MIDI, and then I'll use different instruments that I put on the tracks when I'm creating the instrument backgrounds and such. And that's pretty much the gist of it, of what you get with this app. Now I'm going to show you some really cool things. So I'm going to actually show you the full track list, and I'm going to show you the ones that are free that you can just listen to. Download the app, listen to it. You do not have to pay anything to listen to these. This one's really cool. I just put this on there. It's a tension headache relief one. It was a small study, a little questionable, but the whole thing is you do this for typically like 90 days. I want to say was the time frame, and you have less headache frequency. That was the idea. And I think part of it is, if you think about it, if you're in a relaxed, calm state and it makes you calm, then your muscles relax a little bit, and thus you get tension relief. So this one's really cool. Lots of different, instrument tones and such in here that I put in here. This one's really awesome too and free. I wanted to open this one up. It's Help for Sleep. This is a really nice one. This is named after just a wonderful young girl who's battling cancer, and it's just tough disease to be fighting. And so I encourage you to, listen to this, enjoy it. So as you come down through this, you're going to see another one. This is a sort of stormy rain track. Again, this is a stress anxiety relief one, very focused on anxiety. Like this one was focused more on sleep, right? And this one up here is more tension headache, right? So each of these being really cool. I think there's currently 5 available. These are the 2 original ones I put on there. So you can get an idea of a pure tone one. We call it meditation. It's also anxiety focused and stress focused. So it's just the particular hertz that it uses. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring up one of these tracks, and I'm just going to play it. And what I'm going to do as I play it, you may not be able to hear it. Maybe you will. I don't know. But I just want to show you some of the options that you have when you're listening to the track. So it doesn't automatically play. So you'll hit play and it'll start to play the track. And you have a repeat option, so you can continue to listen to it and enjoy it. But this is where it gets really cool. So let's say most of these tracks in here are 30 minutes. That tends to be the common time. I did do some at different lengths, but there's a couple 60-minute ones, and I think that was because the ADHD trials did that. So basically the idea is you hit play on this, and what it's going to do is it's going to start playing from wherever you put this line, right? So you put your slider wherever you want it. So let's say you listen to the track and you really like it, but you only have 5 minutes to listen. You don't have 30 minutes. You can still get benefit. May not be as much benefit. So you started at 5 minutes and you come down here, you click this, and you can it'll start from wherever you put that and go for 5 minutes. You can change the timer, change the seconds to match however much time you have. So you can just listen to it. I put this in here because I wanted to give the research-based time frames for the track, so you listen to the whole thing if you really want the full therapeutic benefit, or if you just want some benefit but you don't have a lot of time, you can literally pop this fade timer on. What's cool about it is it starts at 5 minutes from this time, so it'll start playing. And yeah, I'm not hearing it, unfortunately. Oh yeah, there it goes. So it's not bad. So it's going to play for 5 minutes, but you'll notice, yeah, see, I didn't hear it because it was fading in. So these are set up to fade in over 10 seconds, then fade out over 10 seconds. So the idea is that you can start up at any point in the track and enjoy it that way. So that's the focus of this. Now, show you something else really cool that this does. So one of the things that I really like is, using basically our own voice to guide ourselves. Like self-talk can have a really powerful, benefit for us. One of my really great, associates, friend, is Dr. Luke. And we do Spirit RX podcast together. He actually said, why don't you put affirmations in these things and people can record them? And so I got to thinking on it. And I was like, oh, we could do this. So what this does is you click it, and now you can record up to 30 seconds, whatever affirmations you want. And once you do that, so let's say I do this affirmation. I'm just going to do it. I am calm and my mind is at ease. So that's my affirmation. So I call that my calm affirmation. I save it, Now what it does is it saves down here, and this is what's really cool about it. So when I want to play this on the track, I click it, it's already ready to go. I hit play under the track. So any track that I play now in the entire app will have this connected to it, any song. Then what I do is I find what I want that volume to be for this, and I make it just barely perceptible so I can listen to the track, get the benefits of it, and I hear my voice in the background telling me I'm calm and my mind is at ease. And then I can decide how frequently I want that to come through. It goes by 10-second chunks all the way up to 10 minutes. And so you can say every, minute, it's going to come in and say that throughout the 30 minutes. So you're going to hear it 30 times. So that is really a cool feature in this. And I just thought, this is going to really be something people will benefit from, because remember, this is a therapeutic app. So the idea is you find something like that you want to get benefits from the tones. Now, there's limitations on the research for tones. And one of the things I like to do too is look into the traditional, thoughts around why certain frequencies might be of benefit. There's a lot out there on that. And so there's a lot more traditional usage in, instrumental Tibetan bowls, things like that, than there actually is, in modern research on these things. There's a lot out there, but not as much as you think. And so in terms of variability. So these are all sort of researched great tracks. So you get the therapeutic benefit, hopefully, of the track. And then you can add in affirmations to it and time it how you want to time it. So really a cool app. We've worked very hard on this. You can favorite them and have a favorites list of the ones you like. And every month I release new tracks. So sometimes I release, maybe one, and other times I might release 3, depending on the month and how much I get into it and the research and who I'm trying to benefit and things like that. Like this one up here, this is a really cool theta meditation one. It says anxiety relief, but it's really putting you in that theta state. And this was sort of built around the passing of my wife's father. And she just thought of like sounds that reminded her of her dad. And so those are sort of strewn throughout. It's like a little journey through her experiences with her dad now. These are not individualized, but they are sort of like for people who have requested things. I will add in little things for them and help them. So that's generally the idea here. So we have this really, great app, and I hope you guys check it out. If anything, download it. Get benefit from the 5 tracks that are free right now. I'll release other free ones over time. When I like one, I'm like, I think lots of people benefit from this. I'll throw it out there free. But, I'm not charging very much monthly, and it certainly keeps the lights on and helps me continue making cool things for people. So, which I do a lot of. Those who know me know that. So thank you so much for watching my little presentation on the Hummed Sound Therapy app, and I hope you guys go check it out. It is on currently the iOS App Store. That's the primary place to get this particular app. We do have a couple different versions. One, we're trying to get the Android one done. That's taking a little more effort, but we'll get there. And then the web app is also available. There are some features that are not available yet on the web app. And that's just limitations on the programming that we have access to with different platforms, which we're getting better at. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and thanks again.